Are you enjoying John Dash and Friends? Make sure you follow us so you never miss a new episode. We regularly post new podcast programs and upload interviews on Facebook, so following us is the best way to be notified when new content is released. Just search John Dash and Friends on your favorite social media platform and hit follow to stay connected.
That's where I went to Bible school, same place, and I had got a license and an ordination, and I still carry those papers today. And that was this year was 46 years ago. And I'm still in fellowship with them.
Well, and I've met Michelle, okay? And, I mean, I don't know how you tricked her into marrying you. I mean, it had to be something. See, I'm a firm believer there had to be something there but where you sold cars that appeared in your life, I can see where you could have hustled her. And tell her how sweet you were. But I've seen pictures of you then, and it could have been the afro. I remember I've seen the picture. I mean, that could have been the attraction.
She had me to do that afro. We got married,
That was a cool picture. I've seen that. I've seen that. And I tell you what, she's sharp. Michelle she is smart. I can tell she knows what's going on.
She's an awesome lady. Yeah. But one time we were dating, I took her out and I told her, I said, you need to probably find somebody else. I said, I'm too rough around the edges for anybody. But of course I was saved, full of Holy Ghost, called preach and all that. But I said, I'm really too rough for someone like you. And she said, if you're good enough for Jesus, you're good enough for me.
Yeah.
And that broke me. I didn't have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So,
But you think subconsciously what you were doing, that's a pretty good sale, what you did? Now, honey, you're so much better than me. Yeah. I like that. That was good. Yeah. You really, because she's she's sharp, and she always has been. She's on top of things, and big help in everything you've ever done.
So raised 4 girls and did an awesome job with them. And, she's such a awesome person. Yeah.
I tried to stay out of the way a lot in marriage and let my wife raise our children, and I knew she would do a good job. And I stayed out of the way a lot. She tells me that all the time. When I would travel and come back home, she didn't really like for me to be home long because she said I caused too much confusion in the house. And she would say, don't you have some place to go preach? Something you could go do. But if you were talking about marriage to somebody today, okay, and you wanted to give them some advice on marriage because you had a good marriage. You've got a good marriage. And good. See, there's people out there, you and I both know you can be set in course and things can be, but if you could give advice today on marriage, what would you say?
Well, it's a two-way street, and you got to be a good listener and understand where they're at. And even though the man is the head of the house, you don't really need to be the dominant force all the time. You need to take advice and listen to what they have to say, and their cares and their concerns, and work with that. Yeah, and keep it together. It's something you work with.
Yes, sir.
And the worst problem we ever have, Michelle and I have had, has been me aggravating her. That's been the worst problem.
Well, here's the deal, and I ask you about gardening. Okay, if you ever garden much, things like that, because there was a rumor one time that you had a garden, and there was some plowing going on. Okay, and I'm just saying it's a rumor. I don't know if it's a rumor because I don't spread a rumor unless it builds my reputation and helps me. But I think because that's the Christian way. Yeah. But I mean that there was some plowing going on in a garden.
Take us with you wherever you go. Introducing John Dash and Friends, the new podcast you don't want to miss. Now streaming on 11 platforms including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and YouTube Podcasts. Download, follow, and listen anytime, anywhere. John Dash and Friends. Press play and join the conversation.